For those that haven't seen me before, I'm Keisha and I had an extended tummy tuck, lipo of the flanks and a mons pubis reduction, and I haven't done a video for a long time, so I thought it was about time I give you an update on how life has been post-op. So I'm now 109 days to be precise, so just over 3 months. Had my 3-month check on the 5th of July, so it's now the 17th of July, so a few weeks ago. And yeah, this is how life has been. So I have been pretty active over the last 6 weeks or so. Lots of festivals. I've been to Turkey with my daughter Isabel, and tomorrow I'm going to Ibiza, baby. So excited. Just had to throw that in there while you're all working. I'm gonna be partying, baby. Anyway, and I've had ups and downs, to be honest, since I last posted. So I've continued to have problems with healing. So there's like 2 little bits on my incision that constantly weep, but it's just like when a scab comes off. So they're a little bit wet, but not really necessary to have a dressing as such on there, and they don't really hurt. It's just more feeling conscious about it because it's clearly vulnerable to breakdown. Saying that, the last 2 weeks it's been brilliant, so fingers crossed we're on the right track. Now my surgeon said that is potentially from a reaction to the internal stitches, which, because it's in the same place every time, that's potentially what it is, so, but it will just get better over time. The only time I've had a bit more of a breakdown was when I went to Turkey. So when I got there, I don't know if it was the heat or I'm not really sure, but they broke down a bit more, and I had a little hole in my belly button as well. But in all honesty, after about 3 days of going in the sea, exposing it kind of to the sun, but I put factor 50 all over the scar, it really dried up and healed, so that was perfect, not really a big concern. Swelling, so swelling's a lot better now actually, but I've been to lots of festivals, so lots of dancing, lots of sitting on the grass, on a mat, 2-day festivals, 3-day festivals, been to like about 4 festivals so far in the last 6 weeks. And definitely by the end of the first day, second day, I'm quite uncomfortable, to be honest, and I've kept needing to kind of sit down and just chill out a bit, slow down my dancing and things, and then I can feel it for a few days afterwards, so that's definitely affected me. Going on holiday to Turkey, the flight affected me more than I thought it would, so I swelled up quite a lot on the flight. Oh, hello. Sorry, we've got a visitor. Hello.
What?
So I swelled up quite a lot on the flight, to be honest, and I was quite uncomfortable. I kept having to stand up. I had my jeans undone now. They are really stretchy jeans. I still can't really wear jeans that comfortably, especially if I'm sitting down and things. So they need to be real quite stretchy jeans, or only wear them otherwise if I'm walking around and it's only like a few hours, I guess. So still into the kind of comfy trousers with a bit of elastic like these do. That type of thing is a lot better. Turkey again was amazing actually. So I had bikinis, that felt great. I would have never have done that before. And Ibiza tomorrow, I'm so buzzing. Now, I'm still not going to look amazing, but to me, I would have not even dreamt to go to Ibiza this time last year. So I'm going to wear my bikinis with pride, rock my stuff, and just get on with it and have a good time. So I can't wait. Things that I'm not so happy with. When I went for my check, my surgeon checked me over. He said my silhouette's great, my profile's great, he's really happy with the healing, etc. Looking good. Only 3 months in, need to remember that and keep reminding myself of that. But we both agreed that I should have probably had a fleur-de-lis procedure, which is a vertical and a horizontal incision. So rather than just removing the bottom part and pulling that down, it also removes the middle section and pulls it in. Now I lost 8 stone, so it's quite a lot of excess skin really in comparison to, you know, someone else that might have a tummy tuck, I guess, for other reasons. So I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't do that procedure, and that was the one I was advised would probably work, because you'll see from this here, got like a little crop top on, I've got a line here which is where there is excess skin at the top. So really this should have gone and been pulled in as well. So it really is quite frustrating to have that, because it's very noticeable. So we'll see. I've got to wait at least another 3 months to see how my body is. I could lose a bit of weight, of course I could, and that would help, but the surgeon admitted agreed that really it's skin that's the issue there. So the procedure to have a vertical incision now and then some fat removed and pulled together, some skin removed and pulled together, would really be the only option to get rid of that. It's frustrating because it's going to cost me more money, but I need to discuss that with Elite Surgical and see what the deal is, because I can understand paying the difference between the fleur-de-lis and the extended tummy tuck, but it sounds like they're going to want more from me because it's a separate procedure, which I'm not happy about, because I can only take the advice of the surgeon. I'm not going to say, no, do me a fleur-de-lis procedure. I take their advice. But to be fair to them, actually, the whole of my aftercare, they have been very, very good. I can't fault them, but I am a bit disheartened about that because I've already paid nearly 10 grand. It's a lot of money. So we'll see how we get on at my next appointment in October and see kind of what the best thing is to do. So all in all, things are going well. Just don't underestimate the recovery if you're going to have this procedure, because it is very much a long recovery period. I have to keep looking back at my pictures, because my before pictures, because you always criticise yourself and criticise other areas. So having that removed then highlights other areas that you don't like. Although still actually in love with the bosoms. Oh, yeah, baby. Everyone still comments that my boobs are huge. I look like I've had a boob job. So that's one good thing. But it does highlight other areas, like the tops of my sexy legs here and whatever else that I'm not happy with. But one thing at a time. And I do feel like a supermodel in comparison to what I used to look like. And I'm over the moon I've had the procedure. I really, really am. So yeah, mixed emotions throughout my journey, but that kind of sums up how I've been getting on and what I'm still not happy about. But hopefully that's helpful. Just don't underestimate the recovery, whatever you do. I'll speak to you soon after Ibiza.